Good afternoon, good morning, whatever the day is. Another edition of Wrestling Sit and Talk. I am Asuji, and I have a lovely, lovely guest today. Please introduce yourself to the lovely people out there.
Yeah, so hello everybody. My name is Speaking with Sha. You can follow me on TikTok at Speaking with Sha and on Instagram at Speaking with Sha. So I love wrestling. I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. Literally, like when we used to watch wrestling on like tapes, like the
VHS?
VCR tapes, you had to tape over the tapes. That's
V-
like that's taking it all the way back. Like
Trying to
so
watch
I've
pay
been
per
watching
views
it
on
for
the
a
fuzzy
very long
screen.
time. Exactly. Like literally when you had to have cable to watch wrestling and you had to pay $60 for pay-per-views. Yeah.
Huh, not
I'm
me.
I'm a long time. This
Not me. I watch them little
Yeah,
fuzzy
my mom never
screens
wanted
and
to pay. My mom never wanted to pay for pay-per-view. She said $60. And now that I'm an adult, I was like $60?
hey,
It
it's
was a
like
lot.
what, $10 now on Peacock?
Yes, yes. I even bought like the WWE network when that was a thing, like when it had its own thing.
Yeah.
I was paying for that. Like I'm stone like hardcore wrestler. I love wrestling.
Who are some of your
Am
favorites?
I one of my favorite wrestlers? Bray Wyatt. I was so sad when he passed away. I cried at work. Like it was so real because I watched his whole progression, like when he was Husky. Was it Husky
Husky Harris.
from the Nexus?
Yep.
Husky Harris from the Nexus, and then he moved over to like the cult leader. So Bray Wyatt with all of them, with Braun Strowman, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan. Rest in peace to Luke Harper because
Yeah,
he
that's
passed
another
away
sad
too.
one.
Um, I know Brody Lee. So yeah, and then when he was doing all like the little skits, I actually went and seen like the one in person. Like I had seen like when he was doing like the Firefly Funhouse when he first started it.
Ooh, how
And I
was
had
that?
watched that show like in the arena.
How was
That
it?
was in 20. Oh, well, how was it? It was good. I loved it. It was really good. And I watched when the White Rabbit series came back too. Remember, it was White Rabbit on all over like the TV. And then
Yes.
I went to the event where he came out, and I was like, "Bring the Fiend back!" I had like a poster and everything for it. It was
Okay.
so good. It was really good.
I think the saddest part about that was how unexpected it was.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
it
I
was. And he just kind of got pulled from TV unexpected, and then he was sick, but nobody was saying anything. We didn't learn anything till documentary came out.
right. I got a Fiend belt a few years
Yeah.
ago, quite a few years ago. That the Fiend wrestling belt. I love that thing. That's like my favorite wrestling thing I ever have. What are some wrestling memorabilia?
Yes, it's probably your pride and joy.
I'm sorry.
Yes, yes. And my fiance bought me this for my birthday one year, and he got this made,
Oh, that's dope.
so it like lights up and everything.
I like that.
I was like, that. Yeah, I was like, oh, you know me so well.
Hey, having a good partner that knows you
But
makes life a
I
lot easier.
exactly. But outside of just Bray Wyatt, I like the Undertaker. The Undertaker when he had the streak, like literally when Brock Lesnar got like why Brock Lesnar though? Like I feel like anybody else could have like won it, and when he won and he like stopped the streak, it got so quiet because nobody thought it was gonna like really happen.
Facts. Facts.
And I was like, what the heck? What is going on?
I saw it. It was funny because I remember exactly where I was. It was I was at a friend's house. We were sitting down and we was had a blunt, and I turned around to grab the blunt, and I heard one, two, three. I was like, "What?" I looked back.
I
I was like,
know.
"Huh." I wasn't expecting that today.
Yeah, I know. And he did like three F5s, but I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm like, it's Undertaker. He gonna get up. He did not get up.
No,
And I said, what? I could not believe it.
yeah, he got pretty messed up in that match too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had
Mm-hmm. He said
touch
he was concussed. Like he didn't even know what was going on.
concussions are a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On my TikTok video, I talked about that. I'm like, we gotta study this. Like the concussions, the heart disease, everybody died from heart attacks and stuff. I was like, this is crazy.
Huh. Yeah, that's I used to wrestle when I was a little bit younger, and I always stayed away from pain medicine because I'm like, man, I see a lot of
Mm-hmm.
these wrestlers that were my age now. I'm 35, and a lot of these wrestlers are like on all these pain pills and whatever
Mm-hmm.
extracurricular stuff that they do, and they're like gone. I'm like, man, this guy was like 32 years, like Bray Wyatt. I mean, he didn't do any drugs that I know of, but he was like 30 some years old. I'm like, dude
Mm-hmm.
hasn't even hit the peak of his life yet. It's
Exactly. And I think that WWE, specifically Vince McMahon, played in his face when they over here was like, I just feel like he had so much more creativity, and I feel like they were trying to limit it, and that's why he left for like that short period of time, and then he came back, and he was about to be like blossoming, and I feel like since he passed away so suddenly, it's like he couldn't even fully live out his true big potential, like but I just think that Vince McMahon's WWE, he always has like an idea and he want to go with it, even if it's going to flop. Like, and if it's going to flop or not. Like, it's just always like, it makes me mad because I'm like, and now the YS6, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I want to be, like, I really want to be, but it just feels like sometimes it falls flat. Like
I,
when they
I
come out.
I think the biggest problem with the Wyatt Six is too much stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. It's like, all right, you get invested in the Wyatts for a little bit, and then they're gone for like 6 months, and then you're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then they pop back up, like, oh, cool, and then boom, they're gone for like 3 months, and you're just like, I can't get invested into this consistent stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Either show up or don't.
I agree. I agree. And I think that Bo Dallas is he's trying, but he's no Bray Wyatt, and we knew that. But he's just trying to like live on that legacy for his brother. And I appreciate that. I
Yeah, I
appreciate
can
it, but
respect it.
he's not no Bray Wyatt. Mm-hmm.
There's nobody like Bray Wyatt. I
Mm-mm.
seen a video on TikTok the other day when he went after Alexa Bliss during the pandemic era, and I was like, man, that was so good, so good.
And then remember the match with him and John Cena, and it was like very like cinematography. It
Yeah,
kind of felt like more like a movie than like a match.
yeah, the Funhouse match that was pretty good, very unique
hmm
for its
Yeah, it was like
time.
first of its kind too, like the way that they framed it.
Yeah, yeah. The WWE has the top tier production out there.
I agree.
They can make a lot of things look good. They have a lot of faults. They have a lot of faults, but they know how to capitalize on their strengths. Speaking of strengths,
No, I agree.
this weekend we have
Yeah,
Saturday night's main event. We have four matches
yeah.
so far.
Four.
Four matches. Just announced not too long ago. Big Jim Uso will face Solo Sikoa for the United States title.
hmm
Um, who do you think will win that match?
I don't think that they're gonna have Solo Sokoa drop the belt, so
I
I think
agree.
he's gonna keep it.
I agree. I agree. I think that's a
hmm
pretty easy match to predict there. It'll be a fine match. So we both
hmm
agree. Okay. The next match is we have L.A. Knight, yeah,
Yeah.
versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins. What is your prediction?
Seth Rollins is gonna win.
Ooh, oh,
Right
now we
now,
differ.
they are pushing this. They haven't even named his like faction yet. I don't know. They said Empire, but like that's not really the name. But they haven't named it. But like I think that Big Bronson Reed or um what's his name?
Breaker.
Breaker, Braun Breaker. They're gonna interfere in some way. Like I don't think LA Knight's gonna win. First of all, and they also are pushing LA Knight to kind of be like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Do you see it?
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'm like it's like very like Stone Cold ish, like but like in the 2020s versus 1990s. Like,
I agree.
but and he's older. He's older too. Like he was a part of like the maximum male models. Like and then he left and then he came back and now LA Knight is a great character for him though. That was a good job. But I don't think they're gonna have him win. What you think?
I'm going with L.A. Knight, yeah. I agree with you. What you're saying is true, but Seth Rollins does not need this one. He has an automatic championship match in his hand whenever he wants it. I think you're gonna get maybe a Penta might interfere. You might get somebody else. You might even get Roman up here,
You
and
think they're gonna have Roman come back?
it will. I will figure it'll be pretty
Because they've
soon.
been saying his name.
It's got
They've
to be
been saying
soon.
his name recently. Yeah, like Paul Heyman on Monday, he kept saying Roman's not coming, Roman, and when they start to say people's names, they start to like creep up.
Yep.
So I don't know if he's gonna come back at main event at Saturday's night main event. I'm like, I hope he would, but I do think it will be soon too.
It might be soon after that. I would assume it can't be too much longer after that. I would imagine.
Mm-mm.
So okay, we both
No, I don't think.
differ there. All right, I
Mm-hmm.
like that. That makes things more interesting. The next match,
Yes.
right? I don't like to always agree. I like a little difference. Make it makes it fun.
Yeah. Little duh, duh, duh.
Next, we got Drew McIntyre, bored at work, versus the Viper, Randy Orton. This is tough.
Yeah, it is tough because it's like, well, who needs the win? Like that, neither one of them need the win, you know?
Hmm. I'm probably leaning Drew McIntyre because he just came back.
I was leaning Randy Orton. Yeah, but
Okay.
I would like Randy Orton to win, but I understand your thoughts about Drew McIntyre winning just because he did just come back. Like, and they was having him play like a hater character. I felt like he was just like he just had an attitude all the time. Like, so,
But he wasn't
and I
wrong
feel like
though.
they just fought. Like,
He wasn't wrong though. So
I know. I don't think he was wrong, but I'm just like, dang, he a hater every day. Like, get over it. Like,
he
it's
can't. He
crazy.
was screwed. He was
I
screwed
know,
at
but
the
I'm
world
like, at what
title.
point? At what point do we move on?
He can't. Not until he gets the title back. He was screwed. So you're
I
going Randy
know.
Orton.
I don't think no time soon they're gonna give him that title.
Me neither.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Randy Orton.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre. And probably the main
Mm.
event would be the Ring General Gunther defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Bill Goldberg in Atlanta.
They better not give it to Bill Goldberg. They better not.
Remember,
He need to
remember
sit
now.
himself down.
I agree, but remember they gave Bill Goldberg a win over the Fiend for the Universal title. So,
I know, and I thought that was stupid too.
uh,
Like, okay, Goldberg in his prime, he was that boy. He was undefeated for a long, long, long time. Okay, okay. Goldberg in his prime. This Goldberg now, it's just so many misses in the ring. I feel like I understand how they craft the matches, but I just don't feel like it's they still are holding on to the old Goldberg, and he's not the old Goldberg. And I ain't no Goldberg hater. Like I'm cool with him. Like, but I just don't feel like I feel like they keep giving him like that, treating him how he was in the '90s. Like, and he's not that anymore. So like I feel like we need to be realistic with his abilities and skills. That's why they make his matches so short. All his matches are extremely short. So I hope they don't give it to him.
this is going to be about a 7 minute match.
That's what I'm saying. All his matches are short.
I mean, he's
Super
almost
short.
he's approaching 60. I get it. You know, I got Gunther with the win with a slight hesitation because PTSD from Goldberg beating the Fiend. So I'm gonna go with Gunther though. What about
Yeah.
you?
But I think I'm gonna go with him too. Maybe hopefully he puts him over. Because I think Gunther without the title is like but Gunther with the title is good. But I feel like him with the World Heavyweight title versus what did he have? The Intercontinental
Yeah,
title. I think his reign with the Intercontinental title was so much better than his heavyweight title reign. I think it was so much better. I think that they built his character more, and I feel like once he became like a main title holder, it just kind of was like a little bit more lackluster. But I do like that they're having him talk more and build his promo skills because at first it was like falling flat. Like, but I think now it's getting like more exciting. Like I feel like we get more his personality, like more his character. But at first I'm like, shut up. Like anytime we was watching it with me and my fiance was watching it, I said, here come Gunther. Da 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 da.
he is the English general. The mat is
I
sacred.
know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Uh, but I hope he wins. I hope that Goldberg loses and puts Gunther over.
Me too. And they might add one more match as of this recording. There's only the four. They'll probably slap a fifth one on there just to say they did it. Um,
hmm
but then after that, we have Women's Evolution 2. Are you excited for this show?
Let me tell
How
you
this
about
show
this.
has been built?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Why?
I'm not.
Why? I'm curious.
I feel like they didn't put enough effort into it. I feel like they are setting it up to fail because they got the Beyonce concert, they got the whatever race car stuff or soccer stuff, it all in the same area. I feel like, and then they have three pay-per-views all in the same weekend, all in the same place. You think people got all this money to be going to all these different things? And that's not even let's take away the money part of it. I don't think that they put enough time into building up the anticipation. Like I just feel like they've been talking about main event for like a month or 2 months now, but then they just started talking about Evolution 2 weeks ago. And I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like maybe they trying to write off that pay-per-view. Like they're like, oh, it's not gonna do well anyway, so we just gonna just throw it in there. And that's not cool. It is not cool. I don't like the way that they built it. I don't think that they put enough time into like really building an anticipation. Like I've been waiting for the Goldberg and Gunther match. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's not cool. What do you think?
I agree with every single thing that you just said. Um, You got so many things going on. I believe the MLB All Stars are this weekend, so you got all that going on in the same area. As you said, and also you got AEW running their pay-per-view around the general time.
Yes,
Um, it's at the end. It's kind of like, hey, there's SmackDown. Here's I mean event. Here's NXT Great American Bash. Here's AEW All In. And there's Evolution. There you go. The women's
that's what I'm
talent.
saying. I just feel like,
They have so many women talent
and this
on
is the
that
best.
roster.
I was just about to say that. I was literally just about to say that. Like, I was about to say, this is the best it's ever been. I don't think this is the best it's ever been because the Four Horsewomen, I feel like that era, when they moved over, I think that was a really great era. But, like, I feel like this is like where we're trying to build the talent up, but we have so many women, like wrestlers. But I don't think that they are giving it enough time. Like, give it some more time. And you've been knew that this pay per view was going to happen. Why is it that? Because you notice they only started talking about it last week. They didn't even talk about it before that.
Right. It was like they didn't want anybody to really care about it. And I mean, if you look at the card, I mean, some
Exactly.
of the matches are pretty good. But I mean, if you look at the matches again, like these matches could have just been on SmackDown or Raw. Speaking of the matches, we got 7 matches for this card.
Exactly.
We have 7.
It's 7?
Yes, 7. Normally Triple H will give you 5.
Okay.
He said we're gonna give you
Let's
7.
go through them.
One of the matches we have is a battle royal. Winner will get a title shot of their choosing at Clash of Paris, which is like a month away. Um,
hmm
they haven't really announced too many people. I mean, you kind of see like Ivy Nile and Stephanie Laquer and some other people prop up. I am gonna go with a returning Bianca to win.
I hope they do because her thumb was broken.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bianca with not a whole lot of confidence, but I'm going with Bianca. What about you?
That's gonna return. Well, they haven't announced a lot of people. I hope they do Stephanie Vacure. Like I like her.
I
I
do
feel
too.
like she's good. I
I do
really
too.
do. Like I like her whole costume, like her whole character, and she's strong. I really like her, so I hope she was to win, like push her forward, like, cause I mean the Biancas, the Rheas, the Beckys, the Baileys, like they already kind of cemented their feet in, like they gonna be Hall of Famers, like we know. But it's like, come on, give somebody else give some more, like a new chance, like give them another chance,
I,
like I don't know,
the only
I
reason
think
why
that
I
would be
say
better.
Bianca is because I could see a scenario where Jade and Tiffany have their match at SummerSlam. Naomi cashes in, and then after that, you could set up a triple threat match with Jade, Naomi, and Bianca for the title. But I would
That'd be
like
good. I
Stephanie to
thought they
win.
were gonna Ben do that, but then they got injured.
Yeah, which unfortunate. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bianca, and you going Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hope you're right.
Me
Next,
too.
speaking of Jade, we have the Queen of the Ring, Jade, versus Miss Money in the Bank, Naomi, in a no holds barred match. Who do you think wins?
I want Jade to win, but right now Naomi is really hot, so they might give it to Naomi.
I want to go Jade. I don't see her losing. before SummerSlam at least. They want to keep her as strong as possible. It's kind of the same reason I have for
Hmm.
Seth to lose. Has a title shot in their back pocket. Taking a loss doesn't really matter. I mean, Daniel Bryan had the briefcase. He lost like every match until he cashed in. So you're going Naomi.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I really want Jade to win, but I understand where they would go the other direction with Naomi. Like I feel like, and I feel like they play Naomi face. I feel like they always make her feel like second fiddle. Like even though when she left and she was in TNA and stuff, she literally was like their champion. You know what I mean? Like she
Right.
was like the top of the top. But then when she come back over to WWE, they never kind of like pour into her the way that I think they should.
I could agree with that. I could definitely agree with that. The next match we have is a triple threat for the Women's Intercontinental Championship with the man Becky Lynch walking in to face Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. I'll let you go first.
You see they doing a heel turn for Lyra. You see they doing the heel turn for Lyra.
I don't know if I don't know if I would call it a heel turn more if
I
she's
can
just
it's
kind of
it's slowly.
more aggressive.
Yeah, because I feel like I think that the man is going to win.
You think
I
who?
think she's gonna keep her title, but I think that at the end of it, I think Lyra is just gonna get real mad and then beat everybody up. I don't think Lyra's gonna win or Bailey. I think that the man is gonna keep the title, retain it.
I agree. I think that would be probably the match of the night. But yeah,
Hmm.
I definitely agree with Becky. We have another title match. We have Tiffany Stratton defending her women's championship against Trish Stratus. This would be easy. I'm going Tiffany.
Tiffy time. Tiffy time is gonna win.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
Tiffy
losing.
time. It's Tiffy time, right? She's not losing that
Yeah,
belt. No.
she's not losing that match. I think it'd be a fine match, but yeah,
Mm-mm.
she's not gonna lose.
No.
Then next match we have is
And I think the only reason why they keep putting them against each other is because they both blonde with big boobs.
fair, fair. That's fair. um, that's fair. I can't dispute facts. Next we have a fatal four way for the women's tag team championship. We have Roxanne and Raquel as the champions, defending against the Kabuki Warriors versus Soul Ruka and Zarya versus the Queen. Woo! Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Who do you think is going to
All right, let me tell you, I have some thoughts.
win?
First
Okay.
of all, I think they keep trying to put Raquel, and I don't think that Raquel is connecting with the audience like they think that she is, or like they
Interesting
will
take.
want her to be. Like I can't. I'm not connecting with her. I'm not. I don't
What
see
is
the
it that's not
connection.
connecting for you?
Her promo skills, at best. And I just think that they keep putting her in all of these high profile matches, but it's just like, for what? Like, I don't get excited to be like, oh, Raquel Rodriguez. Like that doesn't excite me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
I just feel like certain people, they it like like Charlotte Flair, even when you said her name, like or Alexa Bliss, like they have the wow factor. I think she's just missing that wow factor, and I don't know how she's gonna get it. Like, how would she get it?
I mean, to be fair, she's really young. Like, I mean, it's really hard. to compare her to like an Alexa and or a Charlotte because these ladies have been around for a while now. Roxanne's like just getting her feet wet. I think if we have this conversation in a year,
Not Roxanne, Raquel.
oh Raquel,
Raquel
oh excuse me,
Rodriguez.
Raquel, Raquel, Raquel needs somebody to bounce
And
off.
we can't say she's young because she was here since Rhea. Her and Rhea was fighting in NXT together.
I think Raquel. I think I don't know. That's tough. That's that. She has like this Diesel esque personality where it's like, okay, she should go around and start throwing people around, but it's like her charisma kind of like goes up and down, up and down, up and down. I think she needs a mouthpiece, whether it's a
Like a Paul
Roxanne or
Heyman, but like a woman.
it doesn't have to be. It could be whoever. I think it's just somebody else to kind of bridge the gap with her, so to speak. Because I agree, she doesn't really connect with the audience. It's just kind of like, oh, it's Raquel. Cool.
And they
Who
put her in all these matches. And it's like, I'm still bored. Like,
I enjoyed her match in Not a Champions. It was one of her better matches.
I feel like she's a great wrestler. I just don't think that like we said, like she doesn't connect. Like her character, what is her character? Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you can kind of pinpoint people's characters, and maybe she's still growing into it. But what is her character?
That's a
Like
good
Becky Lynch, you
question.
think of the man, right? Charlotte Flair, you think of the queen. Like Alexa Bliss, you think of like her crazy doll. Like Bailey, like remember old Bailey with all the colorful now, but like now Bailey, like she kind of like her stamp. Like, but what does Raquel like? You think of Raquel, you think of what?
The only thing I think about when I think of Raquel is a female Kevin Nash. That like
Oh,
that's
just like whew, whew, whew,
yeah,
whew.
big, tall, like long legs, like that's what I think. It's just Kevin Nash female version. I don't know if that's a good thing or
Yeah,
not.
because I don't feel the personality. No, it's not. It's not good.
But that's what I got. I mean, I don't got a lot to really say about Raquel. She's just kind of like I don't hate seeing her, but I'm at the same time kind of like I'd rather see somebody like a Nikita Lyons or
Exactly. It's like
anybody else, honestly.
exactly. But in that match, I hope that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair wins.
Now, early this morning, my prediction was Charlotte and Alexa. I have changed my mind. I am going with Roxanne and
You
Raquel
think
to
they're gonna retain their
retain.
title? I, yeah,
And the only
I was
reason
thinking
why
that
I think
too.
they retain.
Especially everybody.
Go ahead.
Say what you're gonna say, and then I'm gonna say it.
The only reason I think they
I
retain
was gonna
it's
say because everybody in the Judgment Day has a title.
right. And I think the only reason why they retain is because, as you just said, everybody in Judgment Day has a title. They just all got titles. And I think they may wait until SummerSlam for Charlotte and Alexa to take the titles. But yeah, I am going with
Yeah, I'm like I don't. Yeah,
I'm going with Judgment Day.
Roxanne. Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. I think that makes sense like that. you know, that like, them waiting. But I would prefer them not have it, but I can see them retaining. I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, also too, you gotta look at SummerSlam as 2 nights, so they gotta fill that card out as much as possible, and I think them going through a little adversity together would be more of a team building thing than just like here's the titles right now. And then I believe we
Especially because they
have
just gave Roxanne the title because Liv got injured.
exactly that part. Now, if Liv was in this match, I might have been like, "Wow, they could probably drop the titles." And I like Liv more. And then we
Me
got the
too.
main event. I believe, yeah, that's the main event. Yeah, main event. We have Io Sky, the women's world champion, defending against Mommy Rhea Ripley. Who do you think wins this match?
Rhea Ripley better win because she has never beat Io Sky in a one-on-one match. She's never beat her ever, or even in like a group match. She's never beat Io Sky ever.
Facts. I guess I'm going to pick Rhea. I don't want to, but I'm going to pick Rhea.
Because Rhea doesn't need a belt.
Thank you.
She don't need a belt. She does not. She's mommy. You know what I mean? But in this battle, she's never beat Io Sky. What the heck?
Wild.
That's crazy.
Wild. Yeah, that's wild to me.
It's so wild.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with
And
Rhea.
they've battled each other so many times.
Yeah, yeah, quite. Yeah, you would figure like one time somewhere, but yeah, if Rhea doesn't win, I don't see what she does at SummerSlam
Mm-mm.
either. So it'd be
It
better more for her to win the title now, and then she could probably face Io again at SummerSlam. And that is our
exactly
women's
because it doesn't
evolution.
make sense for her to face Io.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any of these matches between Saturday Night's main event and Women's Evolution that you're excited about?
I'm excited actually about the LA Knight match. I feel like he always puts on a pretty good match. So I'm excited about that one.
I can agree with that. I think for me, it's Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton because I like Randy and I like Drew, so it's like, well, it's a
Mm.
win-win for me.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I think it's gonna be a good weekend. I can't wait. I don't have anything planned. So I'm excited to watch wrestling.
facts. I'll be doing this and probably a reaction episode if you want to do the reaction episode later on. More than welcome to have you back on again.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think that is it. Is there anything else
Yes.
you would
Thank you
like
for
to?
having me on today.
Thank you for being on. I appreciate you. Is there anything you would like to plug or say as we get ready to wind her down?
Yes. Please follow me on TikTok at Speaking with Sha. I do a little bit of everything. I actually have a video about to drop right after we end this recording, and it's gonna be my unpopular opinion because I think that Dominic Mysterio is overhyped. Yes, I watched your episode, and y'all was sitting here saying, "Oh, Dominic Mysterio." I think he's overhyped. So please stay tuned for my unpopular opinion video series about Dominic Mysterio being overhyped.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Talk about a scalding
Whoa!
hot take. What, we cannot end this podcast with slanderous remarks about the greatest intercontinental champion ever and the greatest Mysterio. Dirty Dominic I'm hurt.
No,
I'm
I
hurt.
think he's overhyped. We never really see him cut a promo. Like, look, watch my video. I'm telling you, it's dropping on Speaking with Chef on TikTok. Please go to my page and watch it. But I think that Dominic Mysterio is overhyped.
We here
Dirty
don't think
Dom.
that's hurtful. Um, I will be watching that episode because I'm gonna have to see that because that's a scolding I'll take there. But thank you for joining today. I will love to have you back on again for more episodes. This was fun and refreshing. I hope you have a great day, and
Thank
everybody
you.
have a great day. And don't forget, Dominic Mysterio is the greatest intercontinental champion ever. And boom, that was it.